$38,400 for a banknote from Georgia. That's right. The United States used to produce these banknotes called national banknotes. Now, national banknotes are from every state in the US, and specific states will have different types of national currency. What's really collectible about these bills is that you can get one of these Georgia banknotes, or any state for that matter, from your specific hometown. That's what a lot of people like doing. For example, if you're from Miami, Florida, you can find a Miami, Florida national banknote. Now, depending on how popular the city is, typically speaking, those banknotes are going to be worth more money because there's more demand for those banknotes. Another factor is going to be the supply. Some of these national banks didn't produce that many paper money bills. But without any further ado, let's just hop into this video with a 1929 $5 bill. It's a small size bill. This is from Augusta, Georgia. You can see the condition of these banknotes are not going to be high too often, simply because, these were circulating bills. They were going out in pocket change. People were spending them. They weren't really held in collections back in the day for the most part. But this $5 bill, even in its condition, sold for $119. Now here you have a Savannah, Georgia $20 bill, national banknote. You can see the brown serial number and seals. You can see this one's from the Liberty National Bank and Trust Company of Savannah, Georgia. Very cool. If you're from Savannah, Georgia, and you want to add a piece to your collection, someone out there paid $486 for that banknote, only going up in value. This one's in really good condition at a 66 EPQ. PMG graded it. It sold for $960. It is the First National Bank of Cartersville, Georgia. Now, if you happen to have any national banknotes and you're trying to sell them, we are actually buyers of this specific type of paper currency. We don't buy it as much as we used to, but when it comes to paper money, especially national banknotes, we will buy them. What you need to do is go to our school group down below and join our school group. There is a fee to join. However, once you join, you're going to be able to sell your paper money directly to us. We'll offer you the most money possible for those bills. You can see it's the First National Bank of Cartersville, Georgia. This one sold for $960. $1,920 for this very fine $20 bill from the Gainesville National Bank of Gainesville, Georgia. So like I was saying before, some of these won't really make sense based upon condition and how many were produced. Specifically, this is a really rare charter because of the specific national bank that issued it and the denomination. There are so many factors that goes into the value of these bills, but understand that these are true sales that are happening on heritage auctions all the time. Some of these bills are going to be more rare and valuable based upon just the variety of what they are. Sometimes a rare serial number will also increase the value. The thing is, most of these national banknotes are going to have low serial numbers anyways, but once again, this one sold for $1,920. Now this is where the real money comes in. This is a genuine $20 bill from the United States of America. It sold for $6,300. It's an 1882 brownback $20 bill from the National Bank of Columbus, Georgia. Just a beautiful piece of our US history. You can see the depictions on either side of the bill, and then on the back you have just some more ornate designs. You've got an eagle on the right. Just a really, really fascinating bill that we have here, and super collectible. Now if you have something like this, like I said, we're totally willing to buy it from you and offer you a very strong price. Just join the Coin Value Club down below and you can get a hold of us there. But isn't this amazing? Seeing something like this, even though it's in a very fine 35, the bill looks phenomenal. It looks really, really good in its condition. I mean, it looks much better than a 35 in my opinion, but there probably are a decent number of folds on there causing it to go down in condition. Now, if this banknote would have graded higher, it would have sold for a lot more money than $6,300. Check this out. 1902 red seal $10 bill from the Third National Bank of Fitzgerald. This one sold for $9,600, even though it's in a very fine 20 condition. It's also a serial number 8. You can see the serial number at the bottom left hand side there. These red seal national banknotes are highly collected and they're an extremely rare paper money bill, and it's so cool to see something like this pop up in auction. If you have something like this, make sure to keep it very safe and contact a currency expert because they will help you maximize the value of your bill. $9,600. Jeez, it's going up in value. $24,000 for this one. Just a beautiful bill. I want you to understand that the red seal nationals are really, really hard to come by. This one is from the First National Bank of Thomasville, Georgia. Really collectible. On top of that, you've got a serial number 1. That's just inherently going to add value there. You can see there is a negative comment here that says minor rust lightened. It is pretty minor, but someone, touched it up, made it look better, which, a grading company like PMG is going to call that out just to make it apparent and more obvious and transparent to the buyer who is buying the bill. Just a nice looking note here. Really really collectible $24,000. Just when you thought it couldn't go up anymore, you've got a bill that sold for $38,400. This is the First National Bank of Cochran, Georgia. Really collectible bank here, and as you can see, these red seals are just really hard to come by. You know, we're going over banknotes that sold for just a ton of money from Georgia. These are national banknotes, and this denomination is just one that's really hard to come by. Charter number 7567 is the First National Bank of Cochran in Georgia. If you have any of the bills that you saw in this video, or if you have any national banknote that is from Georgia, or just any national banknote in general, make sure that you reach out to us. We would love to send you the best offer that we absolutely can for these bills. They're very collectible, they're worth a lot of money, and we're going to help you maximize the value of these national banknotes. Now, if you don't have any of these and you just want to learn more about them, these are also going to be great videos for you to watch. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about coins and currency, we actually have a completely free ebook down below. Make sure you check that out. It is completely free, and we will see you guys in the next video.